Hello. Oh, look at this. It's working.
We have gone live.
Hi.
We are live.
You might have noticed, well, it's Sean. Hi, Sean. You might notice that we're in a little bit crispier definition because we got a webcam. So if you can hear us okay, let us know. That's the first thing we can do. I'm in a StreamYard studio. This is new for me. It's all fancy, but I can see different things. And I'm hoping that we're also on Facebook.
We are not live on YouTube. So we're not live.
Oh my God, we're live on Facebook.
Okay, now we're live.
All right. Everybody come on in if you're here, if you're out there in the world. If you're just in spirit form, we'll also talk to you at that point as well.
Seems like we're mostly speaking to spirits right now. We got one live human.
I'm not mad at that. Oh, look, here we are. Hi, everybody.
Okay, now we're live.
So hello to Facebook. Hello to YouTube. We are in both places for the first time ever. I'm Amy. That's Ryan. We're Full Dark Paranormal Explorers. If you've never come across our stuff, we are mostly on YouTube. And then we are also on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. There's all the things. You can just find Full Dark Paranormal and you'll find either one of us. Yeah.
Got a cool sign behind us.
Yeah, we have a sign.
You like that?
For some, like, not even in front of. I can get closer to the sign and be
Rob's Classic Commercials.
Hey!
Retro stuff is here.
Hey, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
I keep going to look at the old camera and now it's like over there. It's very fancy. I just felt that we. Oh. Hey, Jed. Oh, good. There's more. Too. Right. We figured we should probably stop looking like it's 1997 on a live stream because.
Well, I don't know if they did that then, but.
Well, the 2006 then, like old, MySpace photo quality. I felt that was a little not fair. So I hope we're a little clearer. It looks like we are.
Yeah, it looks better, I think.
Good. There's a little delay through one of these things, but it's kind of fun and exciting to be on a platform like real ass people. Because we're normally ghosts. No, we're here.
We can give it a minute and let some folks in here.
Yeah, we're just doing a live that's not going to last very long. We're not out here forever. Got a few things to talk about that are new, that are going to be public knowledge, as opposed to the big filming projects that are. Watch the other live on our YouTube if you want to see what we're up to without dropping too many hints. But while we're doing those things and getting that set up, I have other projects that we're working on that are completely public and are going to need some help. And at least on my end, he's got it figured out. He'll tell you. But there's a few different things in the works and something coming up really exciting this weekend. I don't know how much people might have seen that on the social medias, mostly on Instagram. So we'll get into that. I have notes because if I don't, it's a problem. So
yeah,
bear with me.
You can't rely on me for this right now at all. I am doing my best to hold it together, folks. That's all I got.
It's a rough life. I figured I'd put our new sign behind us. I turned on the moon. There's a little tiny UFO up there if you can zoom in. But anyhow, yeah, how many? Anything happening over there? Oh, right. I can't see what's on Facebook, so good luck to us.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'll see comments on both of these things.
Let me try and look. I'll try and look at Facebook.
If you want to have your image shown on Facebook, make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. And I think that gives you the access to StreamYard, not to do anything on your behalf, but to be part of the stream with your name and your picture shown. I learned that from other streams. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that. Right. But there's Jen and Marcel.
I found the Facebook.
Oh, it's real.
Now I can.
There's 3 screens in front of us right now showing us ourselves. This is
now I can monitor.
I hope our internet doesn't go down. We did something that another group that we know did in order to be able to do this with a new webcam. We bought a new router and upgraded our internet to faster because it was also being an absolute pile of trash on the regular.
Exploring with Ben is here.
Hey, all right.
Hello, Ben.
Live stream.
Welcome.
So we upgraded our internet to be able to do this and to be able to talk to people without looking like a 2006 stream on MySpace.
There's closed captioning on the Facebook, so if you're hearing impaired or whatever, it'll tell you what we're saying.
Look at the meta. It's so meta. Ooh.
It's kind of cool.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously the stream is called Dark Shadows, and both Ryan and I have had some encounters with shadowy things in our past, and I wondered, we have I vlogged about it briefly, but it's also a video where I horribly messed up the audio and it's very low. And unless you wear headphones, I think people just click off it. But we've got some interesting stories about shadow things. And I know it's a hot topic in the paranormal because people see these things or even interact with these things or been held down by them in their bed, sleep paralysis. I don't know if it's sleep paralysis or not. So we figured we'd relay some creepy stories of shadows because it's weird. It's the weird is I think visually it's the weirdest. Well, I haven't seen a full on apparition. You have. So for
Several
me,
times.
it's the weirdest thing to see this big dark shape in some level of distance and be like, and your brain just freezes like, oh.
I'm still waiting for the full color human looking apparition. To my knowledge, I haven't seen one. Heard many stories about people seeing people that they
Yeah.
later realized may have not actually been there. That I don't think either of us have experienced yet.
But how would we know?
Why does it look like I'm staring off into this corner?
You got to look here. That's our
No.
camera. I know. Isn't that exciting?
I don't
There
love
you
that.
are.
So
now
I'm
he's
trying to
looking at you,
monitor
everybody.
How crazy do I look? How weird do I look?
We're nice and bright. We hope you can hear. Let us know if you can't hear us.
Very
So
is the answer.
as far as the shadowy things, I have two stories. One is way more interesting, but yours is really freaky.
Which one?
The ceiling falling one.
Oh, yeah. I lived in a haunted house.
Are you going first? You go first.
I guess you brought it up, so
Do it.
I'll go first.
All right.
I lived in a haunted house in Wisconsin. It was my own house, of course, and it progressively got worse as time went on, and that was at the beginning of my interest in the paranormal and actually like trying to investigate. Why does it look like I'm staring at space? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll stare. Anyways, where was I?
We're really good at
Haunted
this.
house in Wisconsin. Yeah, I lived there for 15 years or so. Got progressively worse. I heard things. There were bangs. There were interesting, noises, perhaps voices, things like that. Some interesting photos were captured. But anyways, I was laying on my couch in my den, and I heard what sounded like a large knock or a bang in the room outside of me. And then all of a sudden I turn my head and I see a flash of dark shadow go. And as I looked, it stopped. And what it looked like were just 4 protrusions and a flat body, kind of like a table, like maybe
You did describe it like this before. That's messed up.
I call it a spider monkey, essentially. And it stopped, like in mid, like stopped for a second, and then it just disappeared. And then a chunk of my ceiling fell down where it was, nearly hit me in the head.
How big of like a flat thing would you say?
Like yay big.
Okay, so it wasn't like...
It was up in the very corner of the room. It moved across the top and stopped in the corner, and then a big chunk of ceiling fell down. I lived in an older house and had like the slats behind, what was more like concrete drywall, so it was easily crumbleable. And that was pretty crazy. And that freaked me out for a good long while. I slept with the TV on every night in that house. I hadn't yet discovered sleep masks, and as you all know, or maybe you don't, but now you do.
Do explain.
A sleep mask is a staple of my life now, and I will never, ever sleep without one. It's very important that I do not see and preferably do not hear, because I sleep with a fan as well. I like to investigate. I'm not terribly scared of things in other people's houses or places.
We don't live there.
Not here. Not in my house.
It's great for me as well, because if he has a sleep mask on, Chris is here. What's up, Chris? If he has a sleep mask on, I can use the reading light and read books in bed, which is wonderful. Or check the news. We all also, shout out to the planet going through it. Before we get deeper into creepiness, remember, every single thing we sell, it's in our link in bio or link tree. I'm trying to be modern. Is going to Ukraine to help people because the planet's on fire.
We're not giving them full dark hats and shirts.
No, if you buy from us, all the money, 100%, buy a shirt. You maybe you don't need a t-shirt, And I know everything's gone up in prices. The lady at the store the other day was like, even milk and bread, I rang someone up and thought I was wrong. I was like,
You can use
that's going
the
to hurt a lot of
shirt as
people.
a grease rag in your shop.
You can use it.
You can wipe your car window off with it. You could
headband.
You could
tie
wear
it around
it
your head. Yeah, you could.
if you want.
You could just put one arm in and
But-
make it a scarf. We have hoodies too. Those have a little bit more of a purpose in winter, but everything goes to them. So that's on our Teespring store, and it's in the social media in the
And that's
link
going to
tree.
continue for the foreseeable future.
And whatever else we can do to assist, because it's what do you do from here? Not much. You send money. You send money. All the world works on money. Exploring with Ben dropped a comment there that I thought was intense. He's seen 2 to 3 apparitions or shadow figure. That's already too many. And even one in the form of a hog that charged him and a friend before vanishing. You're taunting hard. Well, you got what you needed there. That's horrifying. Oh my God.
Ben also says that he and Sam did Chernobyl last summer. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That's in a situation right now. Yeah. Ooh.
That is awesome.
I'd be scared. I don't know.
You can be in there for a while.
Yeah, but I'm not, what if
you use your Geiger counter, you limit your time, and you go run around and see what you can see, from what I understand. That's pretty cool.
I think that's off the table as for the foreseeable future. That scares the crap out of me.
Chris says the scariest solo Estes session she had was when I tried testing it out at home.
See, have we ever done that here?
Not seriously.
No, I think I think there's a subconscious don't. Oh, you bet.
Oh,
it's time to tell people what you've seen too.
In my house in Wisconsin, I did many spirit box sessions that I don't know if I should have or not. Okay. I basically kind of told it, you need to leave. This is my house, and loudly and clearly through the spirit box it said, I won't.
Oh, you told me that.
That was not a
safe.
Good one.
Ah, man, Yankee Clipper, good to see you. So glad people are coming on in. That's creepy as hell, because my stories don't happen in my house. I think I've said it on other interviews. I didn't grow up in a haunted house, which is fine. It's not like, oh, I wish I had a little ghost I spoke to. I don't need that story. I'm good. I watched a lot of scary stories, and they've messed me up for long enough.
Good evening,
Here I
Yankee
am.
Clipper.
So nothing I've seen has been in the house. Of course, the other night he goes downstairs. It was like 11 at night. You went downstairs for something, and you were so quiet that I thought a shadow had walked right by the door, and I'm waiting for you to come back upstairs, but you were taking so long that I paused my show and listened, was that? Did I just have, and then you walked back up and I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. But you were really quiet.
If you want to talk about the 2 instances in the house,
you do it. Go ahead. I don't have
I can only speak
have
to
instances.
Mine. Go first. Yeah. You go first because yours happened first.
This is true. The other, what was it? 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. I'm home alone because he's at work and I'm here, and I'm just doing my thing. It's probably Ghost Adventures on the TV behind me, kind of low volume because they yell a lot and it's just noise, and it's usually Travel Channel. What are you gonna do? And I walk downstairs, and we have the kind of stairs that are split. You got to go down. And as I get to the second part, which faces into the living room, I look up, and there's this big TV, because our friend, his coworker, gave us this gigantic, bigger TV than we've ever owned. It's like a theater. And it was on by itself. And here's some more stupid things. Tamra, hi, Tamra. The TV has no remote because we lost it somewhere in 2020. We have to go or to the side and
no idea where it is. Maybe the ghost that turned it on knows.
You put it back. If it's in this house, it ported out of the house. It's in our neighbor's house, and they're like, "What's this remote go to?"
So not only did that happen here,
but wait, hold on. So I stood at the top of the stairs, stunned, and then I didn't say anything. I was just like, "Okay, don't act like an idiot, because if there's a ghost watching, you don't want it to think that it knows you know." And so I just turned it off and was like, I do not have the patience. Today is not the day. I'm never the one. And I went about my things. But then,
well, as she said, we were given this TV by my coworker who had it for quite a while, and I asked him, did it ever turn on by itself? And no, absolutely not. That's strange.
It just had the screensaver.
These new LCD TVs don't do that. It's not a picture tube television.
It's never done that here.
There are explanations for picture tube televisions turning on.
That makes
by
more
themselves.
sense.
They don't have as good of a shut off switch, I suppose. But anyway, so we let that one go.
Just like
And
this was at 2 in the afternoon, by the way, in
Yep.
full daylight. I was just like, oh,
I got
all
up
right.
to use the bathroom about 2 weeks
Oh,
later,
yeah.
and flash back to this place and these videos. And you remember how this video started?
Oh,
I went into the bathroom and there was a faucet on. Well, in our house, in our bathroom, the faucet was on. Nearly the same trickle and hot water. So thanks a lot for that. But there's a
that's
trickle.
not cool. That's not cool.
An absolute trickle coming out of there, and it was, there's like a little soft spot in the handle when you turn it. It's not tight all the way, then it gets tight. But it was turned just to that point where it stops. So something wiggled that thing on.
Again,
we don't have water pressure
No,
problems here.
never a single problem. That TV is behind us. It's never turned on its own. There's one in the bedroom. Never. The one down there. We haven't gone anywhere in a while, so it's not like we're like an
Exploring with
attachment. I don't think.
Ben asks, so
well,
not an attachment. We don't know. We have no idea.
might not be. It might be one of us and not the other. But we don't. But we don't
Or
know. How would we know?
Neither of us, and it could be an item in the house that
It could
we
be the
brought in.
house.
We like antiques, and we've acquired a few things from places that we've investigated, and maybe those things.
We've never also investigated the things we own. I think we've said this before. We've never.
There was not a reason to.
No. Yeah, and I don't want to. Like, there's a part of my brain that's like, don't do it, because then you might invite something. And then there's a part of me that's like, well, your mind's already working on this stuff all the time anyway. If something was going to be like, oh, you like ghosts, here I am, it would already, years ago, it would have been like, whew, hey, I feel like there's way more instances, at least in my life, in the way I've done things, for something to have said what's up, like, way back. I don't know.
Well, I said to Amy, you couldn't ask for two more cliche things to happen.
Like, what
it's like
the
the
hell?
beginning of an episode of A Haunting.
It's the Poltergeist movie. I don't want that. I didn't like the second one when all the skulls came out of the fight. That scared me for way too long.
You remember A Haunting, the show on Discovery? Of course, everyone does.
Haunting in Connecticut, Haunting in Georgia.
So
You'll see Amy Allen
we're waiting
on there.
for mopping and then blood coming out.
Our kitchen chairs have not like stacked.
Beds going.
Sound sleeping.
I hope so.
Rob says he's got a TV recently they got rid of that would play the TV's menu. Scared the first time you found the TV on and you turned it off. That's the thing. Like, like, we don't even use that TV a lot. So it's like no one went to the side of the TV and pressed the button because I am here. And neither of us sleepwalk. I almost said none of us sleepwalk. Like, how many people are here?
Well, Sean says his TV turned off when he was in the shower, but
sometimes they have timers.
They turn off more often. They have internal, mechanics that shut them off if they've been on too long.
Yeah, so keep in mind, like, our Apple TV will crash, and we don't think much about that because it's a stupid machine. But the TV thing is more like, well, this is freaking unique. But anyhow, that's
Let's hear
what's
about
happened.
Your shadows.
Sure. So I was at a haunted look. And allegedly, because of what I experienced, it was haunted. I was at a haunted house, and it's in Albany, and it's very old. It's over 200 years old, so it's got some life to it, some history. And I was there with one other person. I was in a good mood. I was just let's, it's got a property on the garden property, so you can be there. It was opened, just public space with some trees. There's obviously street lights all around because it's a city block, and then I'm looking off to the side. Well, the first thing is I started to feel like sad, but not me. Like, it was outside of me, which is so annoyingly odd to try to figure out mentally. Like, why am I upset right now? Everything's fine. And as I look off to the side to this grove of trees, there's a giant ass shadow. I don't know if it's like, I thought, oh, there's somebody walking behind the trees. That was my first thought. But then it just kind of stayed. 3 seconds total, maybe, and it moved behind the tree, but it didn't have legs. It just had head, shoulder, body, and that was it. And I was like, it's gonna come out the other side of the tree. Never did. And I just kind of froze. And that's why it was that was like 2011. Now it's a long time ago. That's terrible. And the horrible thing about memory, or cool thing, is that each time you remember or recall something, you're only recalling from the last time you remembered it, which is a horrible realization as to how memory works. I don't like it, but I have to live with it because I'm a human. So the visual I have is just each time my brain keeps replaying this just freaky thing. So when I do watch ghost shows, I'm like, all right, yo, that you're overreacting a little bit there. Because my experience, at least, was just being stunned silent.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, the brain, no.
You
Just
can play
broken.
telephone within your own mind.
Just
Isn't
it's
that interesting?
truly like racing your brain to figure out what is this? What is that? What could that have been? And then you're left with nothing. You're like, oh, there's stuff out there. And I did see one more. I think I've seen two more, but I'm not. Well, it's kind of like I can't be sure, but the one I'm like, oh, sure, you only know what you think you saw, but
Hey, Jem
Jem,
Treadwin is here. Awesome.
you're just in time for another spooky story. I was in Rolling Hills Asylum. It's the Genesee County Poor Farm in centrally western New York by a city called Rochester. And they gave it the name Rolling Hills Asylum because it sounds cooler, you know? But so I was in there, and they have this is so like, oh my goodness, but they have a hallway called Shadow Hallway. And I'm standing at one end out by the solarium and looking straight down, and there's just the glow of exit signs. And sure enough, I'd love to know if it were, there's no way it's faked. There's no way. You can poke through every room and crevice in the place. There's nothing rigged also to rig a place that big with special effects. They don't have the money for that. So I'm looking down the hallway, and almost at the very other end, a pair of legs and a pelvic area goes by. Some genitals and some legs. Just walk left to right, like step, step, step. I was like,
unclothed legs.
I don't know. No, it was a shadow. That's the thing. No,
either.
but I saw a shadow. But can you imagine? Do you think people have
shadow dong?
It's shadow balls, but it was just the shape of a person, but it only went to like their stomach.
Yeah.
So it was just like a waist and legs walking across this hallway, and of course we ran down there like we're gonna catch up to it and be like, excuse me. That never happens. No one has those stories.
I have a friend from Wisconsin who has a compelling tale about a head and hands.
Ew.
That's
Ew.
All that he saw was a head and hands.
That's kind of freaky.
Walking by.
Not loving that visual.
Yeah.
Where was that?
I was in Wisconsin.
Well, but that's a big state. Like, was he in
Spooner? In a house in Spooner.
Oh, in a house.
One of the older ones too. That place was creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed overnight there once. He wanted me to see if I could see anything and what I thought about it, and I experienced nothing. But I did feel kind of uneasy as I tried to sleep that night. So that was interesting, though.
It's ew. Head and hands, just ew. No, if it's just a piece is weird. That's why it was like, what? Okay, I saw legs walking, so I know I'm seeing the shape of legs. I know. Yeah, but where the hell was the rest of the human being that apparently was?
And what is it, guys? What the heck?
I don't know. Is it people?
I wish we could tell you. I really do. We try.
I'm reading Sean's comment. It is. It's a new Mortal Kombat character, Shadow Dong. No, but if there are,
we're gonna have to make shirts that say that.
Oh dear, we're not going to put a picture on it. No.
You don't need to. It's a shadow.
Excuse me. As far as anything else, I thought in the same building on the grounds where I saw that thing off to the side, I did think I saw something kind of move through the building quick on the third floor. There's like an open balcony area, and it's obviously the rooms where the servants were. Formerly enslaved people lived up there, and where they kept their kids, because in the olden days, you weren't sure if they were going to live. You just put them on the third floor for now. You cross your finger. They lived to 10. Let's go get them. The other people in the family. So they put their kids on the third floor. And up there was where I looked behind me toward the stairs and thought I saw whoop go by. And it's such a weird phenomenon, because it's almost like, again, besides these two stories, any other time I could say, I think I've seen this, is just there's the two times I'm like, I'm pretty damn sure I think I know what I saw there. But they're so like it's so hard. Even when we were in Rolling Hills, if you're hearing really weird Sasquatch noises, it's our dog. I'm not even sorry. I hope it's fun. But even in other places like Indiana and where in Waverly, where you think you see something, you're only left at a I think I saw that. I don't.
Well,
Again, what good are this? This isn't good. I go to see somebody to make these better. How am I going to rely on my eyeballs when it comes to
one
the
that I
paranormal?
saw in the Conjuring house was a no doubt.
Oh, there's that. Talk about it.
I talked about it many times on live streams. The videos on our channel, the
That's
Conjuring
true.
house.
That's true.
And I'm sure many of you have seen it if you're here. So that was the other one I saw, and that was undeniable.
And that was quick as all hell. Just whoop,
Yep,
right
very,
by the door.
very fast, but
And I was looking the other way. I'm so
no
stupid.
doubt, absolutely. The ghost voice. Hello.
Hey, you've got Jane.
Yep.
Perhaps Jane or Lorian. I'm not sure.
No, Jay.
Oh, it's Jane.
Yep.
Saturday. Oh, Rob has this cool comment. Pounding on his front door at the condo at 3 a.m. Everyone in your building is elderly and would never do. Oh God, what would you do? Oh, if something knocked on the door and there was nothing that I don't even like answering the door when I'm pretty sure it's like UPS, like just drop the box, get out of it, go away. That's how I pretty much do that.
Sounds like the beginning of an episode of A Haunting.
That's all. So if it's so much classic material happening, like I feel kind of dumb saying, "Well, our TV turned on," and I don't know why, because it's a very simple thing. Oh,
so
the TV
cliche.
turned on. Exactly.
That's why it's hard to even relay this stuff to people. Oh yeah,
I texted him right
turned
away.
On. Oh, you have water faucet on. Oh,
wow! Like right, it's so simple.
For real.
But we were both like, this is how the movie starts, dude."
I don't know. We've made a little contact and tried to like speak to whatever this is. Have I told about the Christmas Day little boy's head I saw go between my feet in the bedroom?
I think you did, but I kind of drilled you about it the other day. Like, are you sure it wasn't? We have a humidifier at the end of the bed that like pours out steam. Like, sure it wasn't steam?
Here's what I think. I got a. It wasn't steam. No, I saw the blonde hair.
And if you're saying that, then
this is what I think.
You know?
And I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but this is what my brain wants to rationalize with. We investigated Old South Pittsburgh Hospital last fall. That's true. And I made contact with a spirit named Buddy. And if you saw that video, you saw that. And we got a lot of cool interaction there with devices and whatnot. And then I saw in the house on Christmas night, as I was chilling, laying in bed watching TV, I saw a little boy's head go, here's my feet, and I went right in between, just a little bit taller than the bed. I was like, whoa, it stunned me. Every hair stood up.
You came running out to me.
Then the TV, then the water. And what's next? I don't know. I hope nothing, but then again, I kind of hope for more.
Supernatural Lost Adventures. Thank you for being here.
It's interesting.
It's weird stuff. It is, and it's thankfully like rare enough that like we're not coming on here to be like, so the TV turned on 7 times in 4 days. It's not.
It was once.
Right. Again, still waiting for the chairs to stack on their own, but I also don't really want to live that movie because it really gets going and then their house implodes.
Well,
and I have put too much work into it. Yeah, no, don't you dare.
Well, that's the thing. We were talking about the TV instance the same night before the water faucet turned on.
This is true.
We also talked through in detail in this room what we thought could possibly be attached to us or an object. Should
we not be doing this live stream? Should we end this?
Well, we'll let you know if something happens tonight. I don't know.
Crap balls. It's weird. Of course it's weird. And we're into it, which is also why it's kind of fun. Like it's not like we're like, well, we need to call somebody in and it's not going to be like
Supernatural Lost Adventures is here. Yeah,
there's a Wi-Fi remote. Oh yeah, our TV. I think that TV does have a Wi-Fi remote, or at least we can Bluetooth to the TV. I've Bluetooth to that TV. We could find the remote. No, the one downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You put that Loki show on.
We'll find it
on there.
It's around. It can't
weird.
Be far.
It's just, or the ghost is like, well, I know where it is, suckers.
Exactly.
I don't want that. It's behind you.
Exactly. All right. What's next on your little topic list?
I figured we'd talk about this.
Okay.
If you want.
I suppose it's not necessarily paranormal related, but I'm a musician. I do a great deal of the music for our videos, but not all of it. And I've recently acquired a whole studio setup and then intend to do a lot more. But I'm also trying to make a rock and roll record,
Yeah.
which I play all the instruments and stuff. I've been a drummer for years and a guitarist for years, and it's a passion of mine. So yeah, that's kind of basically all that is.
Well, yeah, just that's what you do, but also you have a channel on the YouTube.
I do have a channel, and
I figured we'd shout
I
that
mess
out.
with gear, and it's super nerdy and super not paranormal.
At all,
I gotta
no.
stress this.
Not. In the slightest.
And a couple of my videos were some of our paranormal friends chiming in. I don't know anything about guitars, but you sure do. Like,
yes, he does. He's playing all the time. So if you see me posting on Instagram, I'm listening to a concert in the other room. I just like it,
and that's one of my passions on the side of this. And I don't know why we're mentioning it. It's on the topic list.
Because you're doing important things.
I guess we have to.
And I think people should know that you have a channel and you can watch him play guitar over there.
The album is really the point. That's the opus I'm trying to accomplish here. And I have tons of songs written and stuff. And
different projects.
And somehow my guitar playing is going to find a little way into this. What we're doing over here. And you guys will see that later on in the year. So.
And I think there's a post on our Facebook from a week or so ago where his channel is linked. I can even throw that out there in the comments of this thing on the
Jim says it's behind us. I just saw that.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
there's a moon. That's a moon that's lit up.
We'll
it doesn't really look like a moon.
The footage here. See what's
up. I don't want to know. Like I'm not. I don't want it. I don't go looking.
Yes,
again,
J&M. I have a music YouTube.
Totally does. So there's more on that and coming out on that. So that's more content. We have 2 fantastic members on our channel, and membership is open if you want to come over there. We've got we finally have all the things ready to send to new members. So if you are a member on the channel and we don't have your address, we want your address. Give us your address. We will not send you or solicit coupons or what. I'm not sending you my coupons. I'm going to use them, but we'll send you membership things, members only. Because we're exclusive. Because we figured that's what you do when you have a content and you make. I don't know. Anyway, buy a t-shirt. I'm really bad at advertising. I hate it. It makes me just feel like a selfish. Look at our but it's not the worst stuff, right? It's all right. We got stickers. You can buy it. But well, then there's. Well, we already went through that. We talk about the fact that here's the dang dog. Making noise. It's a chupacabra. The breed is chupacabra.
Hey, woman.
Did you hear that? What'd I tell you? She's a little riled up. Her name's Ruth Bader Ginspug. Half pug, half chihuahua, full chupacabra. The other thing that we're going to do is the end of this month is we told you that we're going to do the Dream Machine, but we have booked a place in the mountains that we're going to do the Dream Machine, and we've made sure it has Wi-Fi. Wouldn't that be fun? Before we do our Dream Machine and try to tap in to experience. This one isn't necessarily, we're not investigating the place we're going to be. It's just going to be nice. And I think there's a wood stove and I'm really for that.
This is more of an experiment about our minds.
Yeah, it's more of
less than a paranormal thing.
A psi experiment. PSI. Yeah. Psi experiment.
It's really important to us to understand more about our own minds and how we're perceiving the activity or the lack thereof.
Right.
We don't want to jump to conclusions.
How we're taking it in, and are there different ways to take in environmental information? And the Dream Machine by Brian Geisen is one way to alter your mind with a visual stimulation, and it requires a record player and a lamp and this sweet tunnel with particular patterns cut out of it. But we're going to do that the end of this month. We're going to go live on Instagram, and then we're going to record it also for the channel too. We might just go live on the Facebook now since we have this thing called StreamYard, like fancy people in the year 2022. Live on the
Facebook, but there's no one home.
That's fine. You'll find it later. I'll see you later. How are you?
Of effort into our Facebook.
A little more recently.
We're Facebook resistant.
Yeah. I have a profile. You can find me there if you want to see other things and like photos of him hanging Christmas lights and things like that. I did do that. So I'm trying to be a person out there in the world, even though this
No, it's
this is a pain, isn't it?
Jane asked the God helmet. No,
It's not that.
It's
No, the Dream Machine.
you were better at explaining what it is.
Brian Geisen, BRIONGYSIN. Brian Geisen invented a machine that works at it's a cylinder that you place on a record player, and it spins. You have to put it at a certain speed, half speed, and don't quote me on that. I'll tell you when we do it. and you have to put a lamp down it. And I would show you a picture, but I don't know how to do any of that yet, so I won't. But next time, I'll try to learn some things. And as this machine spins, the light is hitting your eyes in such a pattern that
it has holes in it that allows light beams to escape from the cylinder.
And we have the book and the DVD. Of course, we don't have anywhere to play a DVD anymore, not even in these computers. So It's like it's a nice touch.
We have a DVD.
Yeah.
We have a coaster essentially.
I know, but we have the entire book, so we're gonna present all the information as we use this thing for the first time live, which could go funky or weird, but we're gonna
document it all and
exactly
tell you how it goes.
Whatever happens. We're gonna bring some spooky stuff with us that may or may not haunt this. I don't think it does, but
yeah, we're gonna narrow down the suspects to a few.
We each have ideas of what something might,
and take them out of this environment and see what happens.
Put them in a completely different one in a nice setting in the woods where we don't live, so we can do this.
Somebody else's house, Airbnb. Don't tell
it's
anybody.
Fine. It's not. We're not doing anything horrible.
No, we might just leave a ghost somewhere.
Oh my God, Jane! One of the kids asked what a CD was. Just swing one at him. This is a CD. If you want to find out a cassette next. Oh my God. We have a cassette player we use to investigate with. Its name is John.
We could play a cassette, but we cannot play a CD in this house.
No,
yes, we can.
Yes, we have a CD player.
Yeah, we can play a CD. Yeah.
We can't play a DVD.
Nope. Well, the Xbox might. The Xbox will.
Oh my God.
I guess we can.
I forgot.
All right, we'll check it out.
We'll do our research. I forgot about that. I don't play this machine.
Anywho.
That's the dog.
Tell them about the next thing.
The next thing is a project that I'm scared now. I'm finally going public with it because I'm going to do it. I thought about it for several months, and I'm like, I want to do this. I have a feeling that this is an idea that could be realized, and I am making, bear with me, all of you, an oracle deck. Just let that land for a minute. Making an oracle deck. Yes, it's not tarot. I am not that good. But
Exploring with Shane and Kelly is here. Hey guys.
Ooh, stuck at work. That's no fun. You brought home a VCR in the garage at one point too, and I was like, "This is going away."
It's staying because it might be useful. I'm getting a VHS camcorder at some point. We've talked about this before on this channel.
It's going to be so bulky.
That's fine.
It's going to be heavy.
Could be interesting.
But I'm making an oracle deck, and it is a 44 card deck, and it's called the Haunted House Oracle. Yeah, I know we've been to a few haunted houses. Some of you have been to a few haunted houses. It's not going to feature famous haunted houses because that requires licensing, and there's no way. No. Is she playing with Anger Pig?
Yeah, she's got. No, it's Anger Foot.
She's playing with a slipper.
Give me it.
No, we don't want to show that. She found it, and it's Chupacabra.
She plays with this. It's like the size of her.
Nothing has happened to it, but she just loses her ish over it. There's also Anger Pigs, and there's Anger Foot, and it's the Chupacabra that we live with. So it's a Haunted House Oracle. There's a website there's a dedicated page on our website, Full Dark Prose, which has information about it and like why and how and what these why I think pictures of haunted houses are communicable to us in a way where divination can work or for our own necessity. There's an intro video. A few photos are already like, these are definite things. These are definite places. And it's inspired by other people who've literally done the same thing. And as I've seen them bring their work to fruition, I've realized that it's something I believe is possible and I believe that I am capable of. So instead of being like, well, I shouldn't do that because other people have already done that, I want to step on toes, which is my biggest so stupid. If you have tips on how to lose that mindset, DM me. I was like, I'm going to do this. So, I mean, as far as people that I'm inspired by, he's doing projects all the time and it's artistic. And I was like, well, I think I could. I think I could. And I've had this idea of the haunted house oracle. We have all these different places that we know about, or, you know, places that as we drive by, Ryan will tell you, I point out over and over and over and over.
She runs out of the car and sometimes into traffic.
No, it's not that bad. Well, I mean,
It is.
like one was one.
Jen, are you here? If Jen's here, she'll tell you. Jen Lee.
Oh yeah. Well,
Maybe Jen and Marcel have seen you do it as well. I'm not sure.
well,
She tends to run
when we
towards
all found that farmhouse.
architecture.
Oh yeah, I really like it. But when we all found and explored that
It's gonna be
Technicolor
on your
farmhouse,
tombstone someday.
you can look for. Thank you. That's morbid as fuck.
She tends to run towards architecture.
I do. I love it. But it's part of why I feel like this is a connective place, because what we experience when we see a place like that, I know Jen and Marcel know what I'm freaking talking about.
Oh, they know exactly.
It communicates something, and I think there's something we can draw from that in there. And it's all on the internets or on the page. Again, fulldarkpros.com.
It is Jen. Jen, you've seen Amy run towards architecture.
Well, I've also run toward like fall leaves changing colors. Well, it was a back road. It's fine. No one's coming. No, I have crossed 4 lanes of traffic for a house. It's fine. I'm here. That's all. So I'm going to work on that project, and I hope you'll join me for it.
Should be cool. I've seen a little bit of it, and it should be awesome.
Or you've been to these places, but I'm going to work on creating
I'm talking about the deck.
Yeah, you've been to some of them.
I've seen some
I made you pull over for one of
preliminary
them.
designs. It looks pretty great.
I'm excited for it. It's just going to be a very different thing, and obviously jumping into esoteric topics is a little weird for us. I don't want to alienate anybody.
Well, they better get used to it. We
I
warned
know,
them
we're
on the
weird.
last stream. It's time to do weirder things.
So here we are. That's what I'm doing. But I want to work on it through the season, through the year, and have it printed with a
Kelly also
dedicated
runs
deck
towards architecture.
Right? If you have to just stop and be like, hold on, I'm supposed to do it this way now, so you have a TikTok. I don't remember to do that, but that's my project. That's what Ryan is working on with his music. This is the next thing you're going to see in the end of this month, the 26th, Saturday, the 26th. This is a calendar, not just the wall or empty space. That's going to be when we're in the Adirondacks at an Airbnb doing weird things with a dream machine. I hope you'll join us.
Yeah.
If anything, we'll trip out or knock it over.
We'll go live. We'll make a video. We want to try and analyze our experiences in depth, to try and document how it goes going forward, because we're going to bring this thing to other places.
Yeah, that's the point.
And try it out in some haunted locations, trying to open up our minds with
combine
the dream
it with
machine
other things and technology.
in a place that's mega haunted or supposedly mega haunted. It could be weird.
Yeah, it's get weird. We always say to
about.
people, stay weird, but I think we have to change it to get weird. I think we already said that too. I have to put tape over my hat and change it. But when as long as you are weird, you can stay weird. That's really
all right. So what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh my goodness! Tomorrow tomorrow I'm driving a long way all by myself. I'm going to a ghouls weekend. Get it? See what I did there? I'm not the one who named it on the Instagram. Amanda did. You might have heard of Spook Eats. Amanda Woomer. She's an author. They're back there. Up that way, I think.
Yes.
The haunted, no.
I'll find them. Go
Right
ahead.
there. Haunted Atlas of Western New York. We're still going to drop books at the end of the stream too. I'm driving to the Hinsdale house, the Hinsdale/Dandy house, the house that the Dandy family lived in. Clara Dandy, now she uses last name Miller. It's fine. Wrote this book about her experience with her family in the house in the 70s, and it's under there.
Yeah.
The Haunted Atlas.
Oh, I
there
thought
you go.
You were gonna do the feminine macabre.
Oh no, those are over there on the floor. they're in a stack with other specific books.
This is her other book.
Yes, we got books all over the place. It's a problem. So that is Amanda's book. I'll be with her. She organized a girls' schools weekend. So it's everybody who's contributed to the Feminine Macabre that's in our area toward Western New York, and we're gonna go to the Hinsdale house tomorrow, and we're gonna obviously investigate it, not just have like a party, but there's a lot of snacks planned.
Yeah, right.
So
you guys are gonna party like it's 1999.
I can't wait. I'm even gonna bring my black plastic choker like it's 1999 too.
Totally.
I even put on my extra hair.
We're gonna go see Corn like it's 1999 next weekend. Anyways, get back to it.
Oh yeah, so that's Hinsdale on Friday, and then we're going to drive farther west out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, New York, to the Wildwood Sanitarium. Wildwood Sanitarium. I'm gonna have to Google it. I've never been there, and that's definitely a place that we're gonna go back to. We figured that's something we would do soon because it's New York State. And it's all the way over there, down Route 90, and it's far. So we're driving. It's going to be the weekend, and also joining us is the Ghoul Guide, Courtney Eastman, and if you've ever heard of Blackbeak Paranormal, Hillary and Mallory. So that is starting tomorrow. I haven't driven a long way by my. I'm gonna have to stop and pee.
It's good for her.
No, it's good for
It's also
get out and do
good
something.
for me to get left alone in the house. I just told you might be haunted all by myself. We don't split up like this often, and I don't know in our entire 4-year relationship we've ever been apart for this long.
I spent a week away.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't alone in the house.
No, you weren't alone in that. We had a roommate.
But
Jesus.
Yeah. So it should be fun. I'm excited to see what comes of what they're doing, as particularly the Hinsdale house, because we've been there before, and it wasn't quite as active as we would hope. So we'll see if anything changed, or
we were there in 2018.
Yeah.
And we only used audio and video recorders. We didn't have, besides like the geophone, the vibration detector on his phone, we didn't use anything. We had just audio and video. And I didn't say this to the other 4 yet, but when we investigated in 2018, we captured nothing.
And
Goose.
No voices, no taps, no bangs, no shadows.
Sorry.
No weirdness. They left me alone in the house, and I was in there investigating. They went to get snacks, and it freaked me out because I heard voices outside. I was like, yes!
Oh, yeah.
These guys left. This house wants you to be alone. Well, it was just 2 people from Alabama who'd seen the house on TV showing up
just rolling up
to roll up, And
the place gets roll-ups for being out of the way.
It was kind of scary at first. I chatted with them for a bit. You get to be in here all night. You're so lucky. Like, yeah.
Just go on the website. You can do it too.
It's kind of not very active, but I got one thing to show. Very proud of my partner in crime here, because for the second time, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this magazine, Haunted Magazine.
I put words inside it.
For the second time, Amy's been published.
Look at the photos they used. I love it. Look at these guys.
The puzzling perplexity of the paranormal. It's basically, from what I understand, about how you need to be comfortable with the fact that you don't have the answers. You don't know.
Not knowing's kind of fine.
Don't
make
up stuff to try and justify. Just roll with it. It's you don't know. It's cool. It's weird. That's the point. Is that
it's weird, and it's okay to not be like, oh, it's this. I have to find this definition.
Full page article in there, page 43, and couldn't be prouder of her and her fantastic writing. And you guys should definitely go to the website, read the stuff that she writes in the blogs. Check out the Eidolon podcast.
Sometimes I make the blogs into the podcast so that you can do it in much shorter amount of time.
If you're more into audiobooks, and she'll read it to you.
Wait a minute.
So that's my speed.
But I don't want to do voicing things. That's
this here is pretty great.
That's also a fantastic magazine. Look how thick that baby is. This is the thickest one they've had. Look at the volume on that.
That's good.
That's beef. That
means there's interaction. A thick magazine means a healthy hobby, folks. That's like your hobby guide right there.
And Amanda Woomer's in this one as well. So there's other people that I also very much enjoy. Obviously, Richard Estep, I'm development chair, and just everybody's.
Jane
great.
Says we definitely need audiobooks. Yes.
Read something ridiculous.
Jim has it. It's Ace.
Yeah.
It is Ace. It's pretty great.
The UK gets theirs shipped a lot quicker than us,
What's the other
obviously.
one? Is that one handy?
I can't find that right
Oh.
but it's around issue 26 and issue 33, and that's
Yeah.
nice. It's basically an open letter to say,
My ugly mug was in the other one.
That was a nice picture of us, though. We looked really good. That's why I used that photo. And then Paul and Andy were like, "Do you think you could send a new photo?" And I sent one that was like, I think it was kind of blurry. I think it might have had a Snapchat filter over. So I'm glad they do the art. And like,
good God,
right? If the pixels are too small, they can't.
You did not mention this to me.
Well, he asked for a photo, and I was like, I have not. I don't.
You don't take photos of yourself.
What? Only when I put on my extra hair. Only when I have the hair on.
Oh my goodness.
Or my beanie, because I like the way it looks.
Ryan Marcel says, "You lucky duck." He tries to get me out of the house. Oh yeah. Hey, it's been 4 years.
You went fishing and left me here.
I know. I had to leave the house
to go away and do something.
You don't leave the house. That's
why
like there's so many projects, because you're able to put your energy into.
Well, yeah, I thought you meant projects in the house, which is like the wall gallery that I'm redoing, our master closet, our bedroom. No, there's a lot of projects.
I get to turn my guitar amp up to 11, make the neighbors very angry because I don't care.
Don't make Peter upset.
I'm tired.
I'm going to get a call at the Hinsdale house about our house being loud.
We should not have neighbors.
No, we shouldn't have neighbors.
Right now. I'm definitely not. When I lived in Wisconsin, that same haunted house, I simultaneously had a rock band in my garage, practiced 3 times a week at 120 decibels. I had a race car. I also raced cars on dirt.
He was the neighbor you wanted.
I used to work on it and tune it up and drive it around the block and through the alley to make sure we're good for race day.
Okay, Wisconsin.
I made a nice rip track right through my backyard, through the grass.
You lived in the suburbs.
I did. I lived right in town.
He's so proud of it. Look at it. He's proud of us.
I am proud. And my neighbors despised me. But I'm a nice guy. You guys know. I just get loud. So, that's what's up.
Oh, dear.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it, folks.
That's our project. That's what we're doing. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. And a snowstorm is it's going to be like 45 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be a little rainy, and then
how many
snowy in the morning.
Photos? Jane says.
I put up a few more of myself. I put up a few more of myself recently.
You had no photos to give them. Oh my goodness.
I have to put one up. I haven't uploaded one.
Do I have to be your agent now?
No, you're supposed to just be Instagram boyfriend and take all the photos, so I can pick the best one. But I have to remind you to do it and be like, take my photo. We're in a place. Like, I have no photos of me at Spidergate Cemetery. I should just take a selfie stick with me and do that the whole time.
Getting rid of Jen is like trying to get rid of mold, says Marcel.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
That applies to me, too. Jeez, it's a good thing someone invited me out of the house. That's
why you guys should check out J&M's live stream, because, you hear stuff you've never heard before there. On the regular.
Right, they have cool things to show
everyone. I enjoy it.
Oh, turn on the... No, I don't have to move. You do. Turn on the haunted house behind you. See, it's right there.
Oh, did we ever show that thing?
I think we did, but not to any more people.
I didn't show it to Jen and Marcel. Do you guys have this one? That's the poltergeist house from your guys' favorite maker over there in Ireland. I got it for Amy for Christmas. So you can see how it lights up. You guys know.
Oh, and it's got all its little details. That's where they come out of.
Show the back. It's got way more windows.
This is where the tree eats Bobby. Back here, the tree's eating Bobby. That's back here. When the daughter comes out and she's like in a red t-shirt, I think. Why would I know? Because I need to know that. So it lights up and it's nice.
That guy does fantastic work. It's a 3D printed deal, and then hand painted and
so it's nice to have the poltergeist house with you whenever you need it. And if something haunts our house, it can go in here.
I knew that J&M were into those, but I didn't realize when I ordered that that's the same place. I should have, and now I know. So
you didn't realize?
I didn't realize that was the one they get all of their little models from.
Why what? But I sent you the link from them.
No, you didn't. I looked at your Etsy shop.
Oh, I was already in there from you guys.
Your Etsy wish list.
You can put him back on the...
I thought that was pretty awesome.
It is pretty freaking awesome. You always need a haunted house around you. And if you're lucky enough to have a 3D printer, bless you. I hear it takes a long time just to get one thing off.
Yeah. Dead silence.
It's like, what is he doing? So there you guys. There you go. Oh, it's 7:54. We did it.
Any questions, everybody?
Any get it with you guys and see
Wow,
what yours
Shane,
look like. Yeah, of
come on.
course. We have locations too. We have besides one weekend in October we're open.
Yeah, we're pretty
And-
well open at weekends, preferably.
He works a job that just does not leave
Yeah.
room for doing things. But you need to have the job.
I mean, I
so
have a
it's
lot of
like-
vacation time, but we ate it up for the big trip we're taking this summer. So typically I have more,
It's a
but
bunch of days.
But we can still make it work. We're willing to hop a plane on a Friday night, go
Right.
investigate a Saturday, and fly right back on Sunday. I'm down. I'm ready.
Swear, Ben, I hate printers. So 3D one. Yeah, right. Printers are always a crapshoot. Like it's 2022,
Yeah,
but it's the
imagine-
one piece of equipment in our houses we're all like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if
getting
this.
that things to work. Got any coffee cups coming, Sean Lennon?
Oh,
asks.
did you want a coffee cup?
Ooh,
we could put
there's
one
only
on
a couple people in the whole world
I
that
know.
have coffee cups.
because they're so exclusive. It's a cup. We could put that on the. Where does that come from? I can put that on our store, not our Teespring, but the one where we sell the beanies. We can drop ship a mug. DM, just DM. If you know us, DM us.
do that.
If you are watching this
Shane.
later and you want some sort of merch, go into Instagram and use the DM feature. I will look for it. The dog is still tearing
I'm
this thing
ready.
apart.
I'm ready to retire too. I got a few more years,
geez.
unfortunately.
But DM if you want certain things. The
Yeah.
black hats with the white embroider, honestly, those look so freaking good.
I kind of want one, but I don't want to be the band wearing his own T-shirt.
Oh, we have the red one, which
But-
you also decided to bogart from me.
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
They
Though.
really are. It's
Those
really
of you
nice.
that have
I'm pretty
them know
impressed.
those things are soft and plush.
And they're beanies, so they could come out really messed up, and you don't even know till it's in your hand. It's like, oh, this looks horrible on my
What
skull.
if I got one that said dark full instead, like backwards?
You know what? Live your best life.
Explorers Paranormal Dark Full. What do you think?
Yes, that's perfect. Well, anyone dyslexic might really appreciate that. So
J&M just ordered one. Which one? The beanie? That's cool.
I'm gonna get a notification.
Remember,
on the telephone.
all the proceeds from all
Yes, this
all
month,
this full dark merch is going
it goes
to
to
Ukraine.
So buy anything you want if you think you need it or you don't know where else to
100%.
put it. It's all humanitarian aid feeding. We really like World Central Kitchen because they're on the ground in multiple places feeding. Oh, good black. Oh, it's gonna look good.
Nice.
The gray ones are still gone.
Yeah.
The gray exclusive is still only with you guys.
Yep.
We can't get those again.
It could
That
be the
site is
only
hard to
one.
work with. I will say that. I'm glad the main colors are black and red,
Black is cool. I like
but
that.
it's drop shipping. That's where the mug comes from too. And we're not really like a
Well,
merchy
Ben,
type
we might
person.
shoot
so I'm
up into
trying.
Wisconsin. If anywhere cool to film abandoned stuff. Hey, I know Wisconsin.
Who knows with frickin' Wisconsin?
I'm from northwest Wisconsin, so
Middle of the woods.
I might be able to point you in a few directions.
He's half Ent. He's part tree.
Ben. Absolutely.
So, but yeah, if you want to buy anything from us, even stickers, just the couple of stickers.
Did you guys see those stickers there?
No, those are the
Absolute
exclusive
fire.
stickers. Those aren't for sale. Those are for members.
So yeah, if you want one of these, you gotta get in on the channel memberships.
Don't
That's not
show them.
those.
Well, don't. It's very special. Oh, I took them
Here are
with
the
me.
ones for non-channel members and stuff. And there's
There's even a retired one. We'll send
There's a
that too if you
plethora.
buy.
Full Dark Productions is not retired. That is
Well,
not
it's
among
And
here we've
the old
retired.
sticker.
We have these, which I'm pretty fond of.
They're
Stuck 'em on my
glittery.
guitar case.
I can't help myself. If somebody gives me the glitter option or the holographic
And then
option,
you
I'm
have,
like, yes.
Yeah, you of course have this one.
Yeah, really show off that rainbow, baby.
Where's the member exclusive?
I packed them away to bring them.
What? Oh.
To show them all. Sorry.
I'll go to my Instagram, Ryan Full Dark, and I put pictures up of the members only stickers.
That works. You'll
There'll be
see all
other
our
perks
stuff.
as well for membership.
All the social
Man.
things are on this machine. And
We're
you
trying
can-
to get a community together of like-minded folks and stuff through the channel memberships and give you something extra. As we've said
Yeah.
on previous streams, we have so much footage.
And we have another video lined up that has to do with maybe a haunted prison. Hint, hint, wink. Yeah.
We're
And,
gonna do
if you want
something.
a treat,
We're gonna
I'll
do
give you a
something
treat.
kind of crazy pretty soon. Oof, it's gonna be interesting, folks, and it has to do with the capital of New York State.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited for that. I've shared the sandstone pictures, but not exactly what we're doing with them
yeah.
and precisely how they came together. But we have half that video already built. We have to go have an esoteric treasure hunt, and then we'll show you the
Yep,
whole
we'll show
thing.
you.
It's an interesting
How
place.
much is membership?
I think it's
Sean?
$199 a month.
$199
We only have
a
one
month.
option because I mean, what the hell?
Not much.
And that's
$199 a month.
it's just the one option.
It's going to yield you extra content. You get one of these sweet stickers and
I
other
think you
other
jinxed
things.
each other. But I have another video lined up that's just members only.
Thanks for being here, Ben. Have a good night, man.
Right on. Thank you, Ben. But we have a few little backup, like behind the scenes things. I found another short clip that's hilarious that I want to throw up there for members only too, but it's just the one option. And you can link to our Teespring store from there too. And that was a good one. Blow a cloud right at the camera. Make it all spooky.
Let's send some. Nah,
All right.
I shouldn't be vaping.
Well, no, but
soon.
other people smoke cigarettes.
Nobody wants
and
to
the
see
devil's
that.
lettuce on the internet. So
we do not do that on the internet.
no, I don't want to do that. It's not.
All right, everybody.
This is it. It's 8:01. We went over. Shit. No,
it's okay.
Sorry. There's no time constraint, but
I like hanging out with you guys.
That's our news. That's the biggest news we have.
Yep.
I'm gonna go live from the Hinsdale house. I hope there's server. I think there's. Yeah, there is Wi-Fi because there's cameras in these locations. Oh boy, I'm gonna wave at those too.
There'll be some stuff happening this weekend with that.
I'm gonna go live on the machines to do the thing, and the notifications pop up. You know, check the.
I might join those lives if I so choose. Seeing how I have the whole weekend to myself, I may choose not.
If I can do Teespring, you guys can do Teespring. Just DM if you have questions, and I'll tell you with like file type, that kind of crap. Just holla. We also I saw in a comment that Shane and Kelly need an intro made for them.
Oh yeah.
And I know people who like to do that.
Maybe Full Dark Productions knows how to do that, but
we
have
snap!
A new member. Oh man!
Look, it popped up on the. Oh, this is so cool! I get so excited.
Thank you, guys.
I have your address already. This isn't creepy at all. That was fun. I have your address already. See, that was less creepy. That's nice.
I'm not show you the sticker you're going to get, but somebody hid them. So I can't.
Go on there.
Actually, yeah, I can. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I was going to go. Back. Oh my God. Now we're going to get awkward Amy time. We just shook the whole thing. Now you know how much our house moves when you just take a walk. But we do have some fun stickers, but it's members only. We want to do exclusive things. I think it's really fun. I made some little emojis.
It's got to be upside down, guys. There you go. It's got bats on it.
So if you just take your machine and
guitar case.
Turn it, and
I took one because I'm a member already.
Yeah, it's technically true. That tracks. I mean, I can take a sticker. I didn't even take it. Oh my God, did I? I'm going to take one for myself as well. I feel it's only appropriate, but if you join, you get some cool things. We have another video of some footage from a prison that nobody saw except for me. So I figure I'm going to put that out for just members. So now there's more of you. That's exciting. This is exciting. Thank you. I'm stoked.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for joining.
I can even do member only live stream. Oh my God, check it out. Yeah, be on this tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to try not to swear all over these live streams, but I'm a drunken sailor, so we'll do our best. I'm not a drinker, and I don't like to drown, so I'm not really a sailor. I don't even like to go in his fishing boats, just like holding on. Like I hold on to the life jacket, like that's gonna help me. I plunge over, I'm just holding on to myself. It's fine.
Pictures.
It's the worst picture. Jen took the picture.
I'm gonna
it's
send
the worst
it to Haunted
picture.
Magazine when you write your next one.
Use this photo. I think I'm like this, like holding on.
The article can be called Up Shit Creek. What do you think?
Then you have to write it.
I like it.
Yeah, so I don't like boats that much, but we're going to do that this summer. No. We're going to see. Again, fine. The planet's going through some things. So there's a little more up in the air when it comes to certain
Yeah,
things.
Sean says go in the canoe.
Yeah.
I don't like canoes.
Canoes are, I don't, as long as no one stands up. If somebody stands up, I'm going to just push them out and just get out of there. But that's all we got, guys.
That's all we got.
That's where the fun zone ends.
Thank you, J&M, for joining the membership.
Oh, this is so freaking cool. I hope you enjoy your little emojis. I got to make them.
We'll get some stickers out to
Way
you
more
and
fun than I would have
other
imagined.
goodies.
Yep. Finally have
Shortly,
everything
presently.
to send out.
Thank you,
And,
everybody, for
That's our news.
hopping in here. I know it's late in the UK, so thank you.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jem.
He makes music. Check out his channel. I'm going to make an Oracle deck. You can see more on our website. There's also an Instagram for it, the Haunted House Oracle. It's live, but now I'm going to use it and be it's scary. I'm scared, but I'm happy. Did we go over everything? Those are some of our shadow stories. And buy something for Ukraine if you can. Help World Central Kitchen.
Yeah.
And also UNICEF and Nova Ukraine. And it's 1 a.m, so let's let everybody go to sleep over there. Thank you, everybody. You're awesome. Where's the mouse? Oh, I
We'll
found
see
it.
you next time.
Bye.
Stay weird.